Hi, folks. Uh, Welcome to my very first sketching live video, where I'm going to be creating and then broadcasting fun sketching videos showing you the process I go through to do drawings, to show my skills, to show my abilities. I'm going to be doing these on a fairly regular basis, so I hope you really enjoy it. Now, I'm recording this section of the video, the inset frame, after I had done the sketching that you see being done here in front of you. So I'm going to just talk over it and give you something to listen to while you're watching the drawing happen. And other ones I'll be recording where I'm actually drawing and talking at the same time. So anyway, as you see, what happened here to begin with is I've just started doodling freehand. I haven't had any plans as to what to do other than just a rough idea of what I might want to draw. And I thought ahead of time that I would like to draw a dinosaur of some sort, or some type of dinosaur related imagery. So as you saw, I just started with a simple scribble, just a motion line to basically represent the overall movement, the overall structure of the dinosaur that I'm doing. And as it stands right now, this is a fairly rare type of sketch that I do, where I just sit down and just free form it. I just do it loosely and without much forethought. Most of the time when I'm drawing, or I sit down to do a drawing, I have a very specific thing in mind, or I plan out something very specific. For this sketching series of videos I'm going to do, to start with, in this first one and for the next few coming afterwards, is just going to be kind of winging it, and seeing what I could come up with. Now, as I go along here, I'm doing here just what is basically called a thumbnail, meaning I'm drawing fairly small, and I'm just kind of coming up with ideas as I sketch. And I figured this would be a fun way to start this kind of sketching video series, to show you that some of how my brain works when I'm drawing. So I've gone from this full figure of a dinosaur that I've thought about to where I thought I want to see the close-up of the clawed hand or clawed foot of the dinosaur. So here I'm just roughing out this idea for that type of imagery. So I'm getting a little more detail on just the limbs of the dinosaur. And again, I'm literally just making it up as I go. And as you can see, the details and the ideas kind of come and go. Then suddenly, as I was doing this, I thought, well, maybe I'll do a close-up of the head of the dinosaur, but instead of this almost straight-on view of it in that small full figure of the dinosaur, I thought I would do a little more detailed side view of the dinosaur head, just to kind of bring a little bit more shape, a little bit more detail about what it would look like from a different angle. And again, this is just I'm just filling out, trying to fill out this sheet with just loose, rough sketches. And as I said, unlike other times when I'm thumbnailing, when I'm just kind of trying to get ideas out, a lot of the time I will get ideas ahead of time and I'll sketch specifically for that. And I'll gear just about everything I sketch out towards that one particular drawing. Now, this form of sketching is much more loose, much more, as I said, free thinking in my head. And so as you can tell, I've gone now from 3 different types of little sketches I'm doing to now I'm doing a 4th one, where I thought to myself, well, what if I show the dragon roaring with its mouth wide open, as if possibly, or I meant dinosaur, possibly, obviously, ready to battle or what have you. Though I did say dragon because at this point in the drawing, I'm thinking to myself, what if it's a fantasy creature that's somewhat part dinosaur, part dragon? Not all completely a dinosaur. This would have been kind of a T-Rex type dinosaur if it had been just a pure version of that. But since I'm just making it up out of my head, I don't really have an encyclopedia knowledge of how dinosaur anatomy really works exactly. So I'm pulling a lot of this out of my head in terms of how I think a dragon might look. So, considering how similar the 2 creatures are, with how modern art has depicted both dinosaurs and dragons, they obviously play off of each other very easily. They're very, very connected visually. So, and again, being just my very first sketching video, as I go along, I'm going to be asking you folks to send in questions, to send in, or to ask me things that I can answer while I'm sketching, because I want these videos to be fun. I want them to be informative also, but this is as much a peek inside my drawing ability, my drawing talent, as well as hopefully showing you folks a process that maybe you could learn from, or hopefully at least be inspired by. Now you can see here I've gone on to a 5th little sketch where I decided, well, I want to go back to doing a full figure of this dinosaur. This time, just like showing the head detail that a little more head detail that I just showed. This time I'm going back to the full figure, but it's a side view of the dinosaur running. And again, just free-flowing thoughts about it. And by no means do I have any of the anatomy even close to being correct or being any kind of accuracy. I'm just trying to get the basic flow of the creature while also putting a little detail down. And as I said, I'm just kind of free-forming. Now I've gone from that side view of the dinosaur running to thinking, what if I did a forward shot looking right at the dinosaur head on as he's running forward. So because I'd already done the figure of the dinosaur up top where he's standing, you're looking forward straight at him. But now what if he is running, like the bottom side view? So I thought, well, what would that look like? And again, I'm working on just little details about the anatomy and the structure of the dinosaur. So again, just playing with ideas and kind of stretching the limit of my memory and my imagination. So these are, again, tiny test sketches that I'm doing. which is how I wanted to start out this video, to show you this is the very first stage of almost every drawing I do, whether it's something I know for sure I'm doing or whether I'm just playing with ideas. I figured I'd add a little kicked up dirt cloud behind his feet, and figured the side view should have that too. As he's running forward, he's going to have a little bit of cloud of dust. And then I figured I'd put just some motion lines with that side view, because that's how he would look. Okay, thanks much. Take care.